Hey guys, it's Mike from the Geek Pub, and on this episode I'm going to show you how to replace a broken light switch. Now in this episode we're going to replace a standard switch, but if you have a three-way switch, that is a light fixture that's controlled by multiple switches, look for that in a future video and we'll show you how to do that there. Also be aware that this is a dimmer switch that we're replacing, and we're going to replace it with another dimmer switch. However, I'll show you the differences as we go along. The first step in replacing our light switch is to locate and turn off the breaker for the room. Do not try to replace the switch with the power on. Now, using a flathead screwdriver, remove the faceplate screws and set them aside for reuse. Then, gently remove the faceplate. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws that hold the switch in its box. Then, gently pull the switch out of the box. Okay, so now that we have our wiring exposed, I think this is a good time to talk about a couple of things. So number one is, this is a dimmer switch, and as we mentioned before, it's connected by wire nuts and wires rather than screw terminals. And if you have screw terminals on your light switch, I highly recommend that you go ahead and use those. They'll carry more amperage, and if you're connecting something like a vacuum cleaner, it'll be safer. It's fine for a light fixture like this. The second thing is we turn the breaker off, and that's important, but it's also, to me, important to check it one more time with something called a voltage tick. And I just put that in the box, and you'll see that there's no beep. If there was a beep and a light, then you would know there's still voltage in here and that it's not safe. But we're good to go, so let's go ahead and continue the job. Carefully remove each wire nut from the green and black wires. The green wire is the ground wire, and the black wires carry the load. Drop the old light switch in the trash. Take the new light switch and connect the wires, green to green and black to black. If your switch had only one black wire and a white wire, connect the white wire to either black wire on the switch. If you have three blacks or two blacks and a white, stop. This is a three-way switch that we'll cover in another video. Make sure to tighten everything up and then gently press the wires back into the wall box. Then, reinstall the screws that hold the switch in the box, followed by the decorative cover plate. Be sure not to over-tighten these screws, as it will crack the cover plate. The final step is to return to the breaker panel and turn the room's breaker back to the on position. And let there be light. And that's all there is to replacing a light switch. So I would like to point out one thing that a lot of people miss though. The slots on the screws should be up and down. And the reason why is, not only does it look nice, but when women turn the switch off or on, their fingernails don't get caught in the slot. So just something that you should be sure that you do when you install your light switch. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.